Happy New Year, right? Happy New Year, guys. And what unboxing number is this?
10. Number 10.
Yes, unboxing number 10. It's a small little box, and it's the first unboxing of the year, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
So, it's really,
yeah,
let's get started, right? It's been a while since we did an unboxing. So I'm gonna unbox it because I'm using a razor blade, but you guys help me in a little while once I open it up.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah. I'm gonna unbag it actually. Huh?
18 and older for a razor blade.
18 and older for a razor blade. Alright, so let's throw this bag out. This came all the way from China, of course.
China.
China. And you can pull over here, Nicholas. See if I can cut this here. And Angelina, got it? Alright. Yeah, let's get the tape out. It's good that it's padded. The box looks in good shape.
Yeah.
And throw that foam over. Alright, so what do we have here? We have FPV goggles. We actually have entry-level FPV goggle. It's called the Eachine VR 777 goggles. And these goggles are actually a really good goggles for entry-level FPV. If you're not sure if you're going to go into the hobby in FPV, some of these goggles can go all the way up to like $100 to $200 or $300 or more. This one's only $50. So it's a starter. It doesn't have all the high-end bells and whistles of the high-end, but what I'm hearing, it has good quality, lens. It has a good quality lens. I mean, it's not high definition. It's actually 480 by 272, but for a beginner, it's all you really need. So let's unbox it and take a look at it.
So you see where you're flying on?
Yes.
Wait, this is not like a quadcopter. It's only like.
Yeah, it's not a quadcopter.
Wait, it's for this.
It's for any quadcopter that has FPV. So you're basically seeing what the quadcopter sees in your eyes. It's like being a bird. Isn't that amazing, guys?
It's a little bit easier to like.
You actually look like this. You wear this in your head, and you see inside what the quadcopters see.
Well,
it's called first-person view.
It's kind of like this virtual reality.
Yeah, kind of like virtual, because you start to believe that you're inside the quadcopter flying.
It makes you feel it.
Yeah, it simulates that. So let's open this up, and we got this cardboard, and it's actually packed pretty tight, which is good. I don't want to pull it too hard. Wow, it's tight in there.
Yeah.
It's really tight. All right. Okay. So
Here we go.
here's the FPV goggles and accessories. Okay. So what else does it come with? It comes with some. I'm gonna put this on the side over here. All right. So it comes with some instructions, and it should be basic enough for you to use without going too crazy. Like I said, it's entry level. So here's the instructions. Pretty straightforward. It talks about the quality, the size of it, gives you dimensions of it, and shows you what you see inside the Fresnel lens. And it comes with 2 batteries, which is nice, and an antenna and instructions. And this is actually 40 different channels. The more channels, the better. So you can lock on to most quadcopters. It'd be more compatible. So I'm gonna open this up first, and it's an anti-static bag, looks like, and it comes with, looks like, wipes for the lens. You have a dry wipe and a wet wipe, which is pretty nice. That comes with that, you know.
You have to buy more.
I guess you can buy more. It gives you a starter. It comes with a battery and a dipole antenna. Dipole. And you can change this antenna for a clover leaf. A clover leaf antenna looks like a mushroom antenna. It gives you better range. This antenna will give you, it should give you a good enough range, but the best antennas out there are cloverleaf. They're like more circular. Here's the battery, and it looks like you can charge the battery by micro USB, and it looks like it has a look at indication of how much it's charged. So it looks like it's fully charged. It has 3 bars. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, hit that button, Nicholas.
They already have it charged.
Yeah, hit it, Angelina. See? So it's fully charged,
Yeah.
and it's a LiPo battery. It's a 2S LiPo battery.
Or can it like the more you press the button, the more it can actually run out?
Yeah, of course, because you're actually using some of the power, but you're just tapping it a little bit. So it's a 7.4 volt battery, right? 1600 milliamps, 5 volts. Actually, no, 1 amp. Excuse me. So it's 1 amp, 7.4, 2-cell LiPo battery, and it looks like it plugs into the goggles like that. Pretty neat. And this is the USB to charge it. And let's get the main event out of here. Look at this. Ooh, yeah, the goggles.
It's gonna look funny when you wear it.
Yeah, a little dusty, but it looks good.
Good condition.
Yes, and it's brand new. The first thing you do with goggles, you always put on the antenna. Never power these things on with no antennas. So
what happened?
It can do damage to them. You know, things can happen. You can burn out the goggles, and you never want to put these goggles in front of sunlight too. This is Fresnel's lens, and you just always keep them away from direct sunlight. So what we got here? It looks like we have a menus button and a multi-channel button here. I guess you press this to change the channel to find the right frequency for the quadcopter. And let's remove this film right here. It looks like it has a protective film over here. And let's see if I can get that out. My fingers are not long enough. Nail. Okay, let's see right here. I got it.
Oh, what is it?
It's a little protective film here. So let's remove that. Okay. And it has foam here for comfort. And the thing that I see here, it looks like you can't really adjust the Fresnel lens back and forth. Some people are nearsighted and far-sighted, so that might be a problem. But it looks like you can wear glasses in them. But I knew that it wasn't going to adjust back and forth. You can actually buy more foam, and I'll leave the links of the description below to where to get all these. And you can add more padding to it to make it further away from your eyes if you need to.
Yeah, it could bother you.
Yeah, and here's a second battery that I got.
You got 2?
Yeah, 2 batteries, because these batteries might not last long enough. So, let's see. Let's power this up. So, let's turn it on. It goes in like this, right? And it looks like it turned on. And you can see the snow, because it hasn't locked onto any of my quadcopters yet. So it looks pretty clear.
It's just like
it's very clear.
It's
It's like a television in your eyes.
Oh.
So let's power up the quad.
Like, what color lights does it have?
What?
Like, what color lights does it have?
And these things, and I gotta be careful because this quad has props on, but I'm not gonna arm it. I'm just gonna turn it on, so we'll be fine. So I'm gonna turn on the transmitter and power on the quad.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get frequency, and I'm gonna make it look at the Snoopy. All right, so.
Oh, they're red and blue lights.
Yeah, it's good. So it already locked on to my transmitter. And I still got snow. So we got to try to see if we can find the channel by pressing this top button right here. Let's see if I hold it down. If you hold it down, it might do a scan. It's scanning right now. See if it can lock in. Try and see if it locks in. Hopefully it'll lock in. Has 40 channels to go through. And it locked in. Isn't that cool? See? It sees you. And it's nice.
She's everywhere.
I see. Look.
See that? It sees you. That cool or what? It sees Snoopy. Look at that. It's seeing Snoopy right now.
You can see outside.
Let's bring this to the other camera right here. You can see it says Snoopy. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna experiment and I'm gonna see how it looks on you, Nicholas. I'm gonna put this on your head. And let's say if you were FPVing, and this battery goes on the side over here. So before I put this on your head, I'm sorry, Nicholas. I'm gonna volunteer you. You all right with that? Volunteering? All right. So I'm gonna put this battery right here on the side. So it goes. The battery goes on the side right here, so it doesn't dangle like that. Okay. So it's pretty tight. So let's see if I can open this compartment. All right. Here we go. Oh boy. I have hands on that. There we go. There we go. There we go. So it goes like that. So there goes the battery. It goes on the side like that, so it doesn't dangle. And then let's put this on your head, and you tell me how it feels. And it might be too big on you because the straps are very. I can adjust them. Can you see?
Yes.
What do you see?
I see. I
Okay.
see the Snoopy thing.
You see the Snoopy, huh? Does it look clear?
Yeah.
See, and let's see how you look. I'm gonna take a look at it. It looks pretty. Does it feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else you see?
I see the transmitter.
All right. And what else you see?
Your hand.
Haha. And it looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, I want to see what I look like.
This is how you look like. See how you look like?
Yeah.
So if you were flying with the quadcopter, holding the transmitter, and you don't really have to hold it. Is it too loose? Maybe you have to adjust. You can adjust the belt on top. It's meant for a bigger head, like Daddy's head.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. See if you let go. Does it fall if you let go? Let me see. And it might be adjusted. Okay, let go. Let go for a second. All right. Okay, let go. It's not gonna fall. It shouldn't fall. If not, let go, Nicholas. No. Put it on your head so you can see it.
Oh.
Is it on your head? Hold on for a second. Does it feel comfortable? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you can see yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So that's basically it. It's a great beginner goggles. I highly recommend to start cheap before getting into an expensive goggle. The only thing I see, if I'm taking a closer look at this on these goggles, like I said before, the Fresnel lens doesn't go back and forth, so that might be a con right there if you're nearsighted or farsighted. So you can probably adjust your sight better with extra foam padding.
Right here.
I'm looking for them. Thank you. And you can make them thicker. It looks like it's big enough for glasses, which is a plus to me.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome. You know.
Does it good to see outside?
Yeah, if I show the outside window, you should be able to see outside easily. It does whatever the quad looks. It will show you outside. And this, you can fly 200 feet in the air, and it looks like you're flying inside a quadcopter, which is pretty neat. What else? I don't see a fan on the quad. I mean on the goggles. So it's a possibility these goggles can fog up on you. Some of the higher end goggles have little fans to keep the air circulating inside, so it won't fog up. So, and again, the price will go up on those goggles. This doesn't have it. So it's like I said before, it's not high definition. It's 480 by 272 pixels. It's a 4.3 inch screen. So it's very basic, but for beginners, this is all you really need. It's a 40 channel. It's a 40 channel. By pressing this button, you go through all the 40 channels of the band. And on this over here, on this side, it's a menus. I think it's a menus, right? Yeah. All right. So you have brightness. Let's see if we can focus on that. Brightness, What else you got? Contrast. You have saturation. You have tint and language and mode. I guess you can change to 16:9 and go back. It goes back to brightness. So basically, this middle button right here is your menus, and on the left and right is yours to select and exit out of those menus. So it's very simple. There's only a few buttons on it.
And the brightness.
And the brightness is on here too. You go through the menus to would you want to try it too, Angeline? No?
Isn't it heavy?
It's not heavy. Give it
You
a
just
try.
hold it on.
Watch. You put it on. See? See? Perfect. She's not even holding it. You don't have to hold it.
Heavy.
It's heavy. Well, your head will hold it. So look, see? You see Nicholas?
Oh my god.
Yeah, is that cool? And then you see yourself. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So imagine this flying all over the soccer field, and you're inside this quadcopter. First person view. It's
I can take
excellent.
this off now?
Yeah, you can take it off. I'm sorry. It is heavy. You get used to the weight. I mean, this is actually heavy, but there are others that are more heavier than this and much more bigger. So this is like in the middle. There are other companies like called Fat Sharks. The company Fat Sharks, they're really tiny. They just go on your eyes.
Yeah.
And
I
they're
like
very
that
light.
probably.
But they're much more expensive. They're like 3 times more expensive. So again, if you're starting into FPV, you're not sure you're gonna like it or not, I don't recommend spending a lot of money on Fat Sharks. Spending $300 or $400 on those goggles and not liking the idea of having goggles in your eyes. Some people just like to fly in line of sight. I pretty much, when I fly FPV, I like to use monitors, this way. So this is kind of new for me. I haven't done FPV in goggles with my eyes. So I'm going to start basic, and if I like it, then I'll go up to Fat Sharks.
Do you know where you're going though, besides where the quad's
Well,
going?
you have to have you should always have a spotter when you do FPV. So you do know where you're going because it shows you in the goggles. But in case you lose reception or something, or the quad goes down, there should be someone standing next to you to spot, so that you know if there's a tree next to you or people. So you always want to fly safely. You don't want to fly around people. You want to be in an open field. You want to have a spotter, and if you lose reception, you have to kind of have a spotter to help you. And what's good about the Hubsan, it has a return to home. So if you lose reception and you lose your orientation, you can just flip return to home and it will come back to you. But some of the quadcopters, the racing quadcopters, don't have GPS and they come straight down. But usually spotters help them out where they are. And I think that's pretty much it. We covered everything, right?
And you'll do a test flight.
Yeah, I'm going to do a test flight with these goggles and see how they feel. And I hope I get into FPV goggles and because I've been doing a lot of FPVing using this, which is fine. But this is more immersive, very more, because you really believe that you're sitting inside the quadcopter. Alrighty?
I think that's pretty much
That's
it.
pretty much it, right?
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.